go from SoFi Stadium. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
They're going to bury him in the... backfield.
Terrell Burgess on the tackle. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Huntley to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Seattle. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Rolling to his right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now in the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays, you
touchdown. That's caught at the 1. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Rams nothing. Michael Dixon.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing quickly out wide, Atwell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Akers. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Huntley. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Escape, and he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter.
With the score tied 7-7.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. yards.
To throw, Huntley. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down, Seahawks.
Off the play fake. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Huntley going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 19-yard line.
Now Stafford. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check 59! Check 52! Check 50!
On 1st down, Akers. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
At the Seahawks 48-yard line.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Fourth down.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Huntley going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Huntley's throw into the hands of Fan. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. To throw on second down, Huntley. And that's going to be caught, Dwayne Eskridge. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back to throw again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7.
Rams 7. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock.
50-50.
Stafford on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Michael Vincent to kick off for Seattle.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Going right back to Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench, but this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there for L.A. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To throw is Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Back to throw. Stafford. Flush to his right. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Stafford now to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jacob Harris, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Rams 14. Matt Gay to kick off for Los Angeles.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And bulldozing his way through. And the Rams will take over possession here up at the 44. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Huntley. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw on 3rd down, Huntley flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
At the 20-yard line.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Stafford. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Huntley to throw.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And the Rams are right back in this football game.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing is Stafford. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
48-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 50, it's Stafford. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford.
And he will find Atwell. That's complete.
Touchdown, LA!
Tutu Atwell.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Gay is on for the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the stop was Aaron Donald. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Runs over him. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. On 1st down, Akers. And he's got room. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a run with Akers.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
They'll run. Calais.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
A 42-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to get this out to the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Now Huntley.
He's going to let it fly. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Seattle. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
This one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Here's Huntley.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And this one is right through. and that will tie us at 24 all. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a first throw here in overtime. This is the tight end Fant. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
To throw, Huntley.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was